Leanna Lynn's marriage to Travis Hunter appears to have been disingenuous from the start, something she's subtly hinted at before.
I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type.
Now everything is coming to light in court, with their relationship falling apart after allegations of infidelity. Reports suggest she's emotionally unraveling and finally revealing what truly motivated her relationship with Travis. And it seemingly had little to do with love and everything to do with financial gain. Let's break it down. Travis Hunter's perfect storm. The lights at Jacksonville's TA Bank Field have showcased countless acts of athletic excellence. Still, the NFL community wasn't prepared for the off-field controversy now surrounding one of its most promising newcomers. At the heart of this situation are two young individuals whose relationship has become a lightning rod for public debate. Travis Hunter, a Jacksonville Jaguars rookie and former Heisman Trophy winner, and Leanna Lynn, a 23-year-old digital influencer who became Mrs. Hunter in May 2025. Their union has come to represent both the highs and lows of modern celebrity relationships. At only 22, Hunter had already conquered college football, entering the NFL as one of the most celebrated talents in recent history. Len, a sharp and ambitious social media personality with a rapidly growing following, seemed to complement him well, especially as he entered the intense world of professional sports. The couple tied the knot in May 2025 and spent their honeymoon in Turks and Caicos. Yet what began as what many saw as a dream romance quickly shifted into something very different. Their story is now a reflection of how swiftly public sentiment can change when rumors, assumptions, and hearsay gain momentum online. The beginning of their relationship sounds like something out of a digital-era love story, filled with near misses, reconnections, and a social media-based spark that's become increasingly common today. Hunter initially messaged Len via Instagram sometime between 2020 and 2021, and as they say, timing is everything.
I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. So then I left him.
I wasn't her type.
I left him in my DMs for like 2 months, and then finally I answered him.
Love plays a central role in all matters of the heart.
But as soon as we met in person, we just instantly chemistry.
The couple began their relationship in February 2022 after meeting during a group dinner. Len described the experience as feeling like a sleepover with her best friend. What followed was a fast-paced romance that increasingly played out in the public eye, with both individuals growing their personal brands and sharing their journey with millions across various social media platforms. To grasp the full scope of this story, it's important to look at the impressive rise of Travis Hunter Jr. born. On May 18, 2003, Hunter is a professional football player for the Jacksonville Jaguars, drafted second overall in the 2025 NFL Draft. He is widely seen as a rare and exceptional figure in football. Hunter remains the only player in college football history to win both the Chuck Bednarik Award for Top Defensive Player and the Fred Biletnikoff Award for Best Wide Receiver. His exceptional two-way skill set, excelling as both a wide receiver and cornerback, has established him as a once-in-a-generation athlete. His journey to stardom, however, was far from effortless. Born in West Palm Beach, Florida, Hunter spent his early years there before relocating to Atlanta, Georgia, near the end of 8th grade. He lived with French Fountain, an assistant coach at Collins Hill High School in Suwanee, Georgia, for 2 years. At Collins Hill, Hunter's dominance on the field quickly became evident. As a sophomore, he led Gwinnett County with 7 interceptions, along with 49 catches totaling 919 yards and 12 touchdowns. His junior year was even more remarkable. He posted 8 interceptions and 51 tackles on defense, while also setting county records with 137 receptions for 1,746 yards and 24 touchdowns. These achievements earned him the Max Preps Georgia Player of the Year award and helped lead his team to a 12-3 record and a spot in the Class 7A state championship game. Even though injuries sidelined him for 5 games during his senior year, Hunter still posted an impressive stat line with 76 receptions for 1,128 yards and 10 touchdowns, along with 23 tackles, 4 interceptions, and a forced fumble. In the state championship game, he delivered a standout performance. 10 receptions for 153 yards and 1 touchdown, plus a forced fumble, helping secure a flawless 15-0 record and the title. By the end of his high school career, Hunter had broken the Georgia state record for career receiving touchdowns with 48. He totaled 3,870 receiving yards on 263 catches, averaging 14.5 yards per reception. Hunter's college career began at Jackson State under coach Deion Sanders. As a freshman in 2022, he appeared in 7 games, recording 18 receptions for 188 yards and 4 touchdowns on offense. On the defensive side, he added 19 tackles, 8 pass breakups, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery, and a defensive touchdown. When Coach Sanders moved to Colorado, Hunter transferred as well, and it was there that his college legacy began to take shape. In 2023, despite missing 3 games due to a lacerated liver sustained in the Colorado State matchup, he still managed to play in 9 games. That season, he recorded 57 receptions for 721 yards and 5 touchdowns on offense, while tallying 30 tackles and 3 interceptions on defense, logging a total of 1,036 snaps. His efforts earned him consensus All-American status, second-team All-Pac-12 honors, and the Paul Hornung Award for the nation's most versatile player. However, it was his 2024 season that truly defined his collegiate career. Hunter posted 96 receptions for 1,258 yards and 15 touchdowns, leading the Big 12 in both receptions and scoring. Defensively, he added 36 tackles and 4 interceptions across nearly 1,400 snaps. His performance helped Colorado finish with a 9-3 record and earn a spot in the Alamo Bowl. The accolades quickly followed. He became the 2024 Heisman Trophy winner, earning 552 first-place votes and 2,231 total points, the first defensive player to win the award since 1997. He also collected the Chuck Bednarik Award, the Fred Biletnikoff Award, AP Player of the Year, and Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year, making him the only player to ever win both the Bednarik and Biletnikoff honors. Hunter's college stats are remarkable: 272 receptions for 3,963 yards and 48 receiving touchdowns over 40 games, along with 2 rushing touchdowns and 3 passing touchdowns. He was selected second overall in the 2025 NFL Draft by the Jacksonville Jaguars after a trade with the Cleveland Browns. Hunter entered the professional arena carrying sky-high expectations. Public sentiment regarding his football talent has been largely favorable, with many describing him as a once-in-a-generation player. His NFL potential quickly became a frequent topic of discussion, with fans calling him a future league MVP, highly involved in gameplay, and the best overall pick, often using hashtags like #DraftHimNumber1. Still, not all feedback has been supportive. Some critics have dubbed him Travis the Hype Job Hunter, describing him as a decent wide receiver, but a weak cornerback. Detractors also claimed his Heisman win was undeserved and called him the most overrated player in his draft class. Position-related doubts have surfaced as well, with some fans arguing that he lacks refined technique, isn't a sharp route runner, and may struggle to keep up with elite wide receivers. Others have raised concerns about his ability to continue playing both offense and defense at the pro level. While dual roles worked in college and high school, critics argue that the NFL's level of specialization makes such versatility a risky strategy. While Hunter was building his name in football, his future wife was steadily creating her own space in the digital world. Leanna Len, born on November 25, 2001, near London, England, moved to the United States as a child and later settled in Georgia. With a multicultural background that includes Black, Mexican, and Filipino heritage, she earned her bachelor's degree from Kennesaw State University in 2022. Len developed her professional identity as a content creator and influencer, focusing on lifestyle and motivational content on platforms like TikTok and Instagram. In October 2022, she and Hunter launched a joint YouTube channel, documenting their everyday life, travels, and significant moments. This shared content strategy became both an asset and a challenge in their relationship. While it allowed them to connect deeply with their audience, it also exposed every part of their personal lives to public opinion and online commentary. Hunter proposed to Len in February 2024, presenting her with a diamond ring, and she responded publicly with, "A million times yes."
Morning. We're at the spa. This is gonna be it's our engagement celebration weekend. We're doing girl.
The engagement appeared appeared to confirm what many fans viewed as a sincere relationship between two young individuals navigating the challenges of fame together. The first signs of strain became noticeable during Hunter's Heisman Trophy ceremony in December 2024. This event marked the beginning of noticeable cracks in their public image. At the ceremony, Len faced criticism for her facial expression and for not standing right away when Deion Sanders encouraged her to. Her casual response to Sanders' request only intensified early accusations from fans, labeling her a gold digger. The moment, captured on national television, triggered immediate backlash from viewers who perceived her behavior as indifferent, disrespectful, or lacking in support. Hunter, always quick to defend her, addressed the situation on Twitch, stating, "I know what I got. My girl's been with me for 5 years." This episode marked the start of a heightened level of scrutiny that would follow the couple both through their engagement and into married life. The two proceeded with their wedding on May 24, 2025, at the barn at Faith Farms in Tennessee. The ceremony featured a black and white theme, with their first dance set to Alicia Keys' "If I Ain't Got You," and concluded with a fireworks display. As a wedding gift, Hunter surprised Len with a Mercedes AMG G63 Brabus worth over $120,000. A gesture meant to be romantic, but one that stirred up additional controversy. A major point of debate surfaced shortly after. Reports indicated that no prenuptial agreement had been signed. This detail raised immediate concerns among fans and financial experts alike. In response, divorce attorney James Stone publicly offered free prenup services to 2025 NFL draftees, using Hunter's situation as a cautionary example. Fans quickly voiced their skepticism with comments like, "Here come the divorce papers." Despite the criticism, the couple appeared committed to proving their doubters wrong. They honeymooned in Turks and Caicos, sharing private moments from their two-story suite and highlights from their romantic getaway. Not long after, they made a significant joint purchase.
Hello!
Welcome to our crib.
The couple's new home, valued at $3,275 million, is a 13-room residence located in Jacksonville, situated on 7.5 acres. It includes 7 bedrooms, a swimming pool, a tennis court, and a 4-car garage. However, even this seemingly positive milestone was met with suspicion from some fans, who questioned whether Len's intentions were rooted in genuine love or financial interest. The shift in public opinion reached a critical point in July 2025, when a video surfaced online that would dramatically alter the narrative. Len had uploaded a clip from December 2024 showing herself in tears, accompanied by motivational audio centered around spiritual growth.
And when God gets ready to make you a great woman, you'll know he's going to make you great by how you suffer. The greater the glory, the more intense the story. Because you can't get this all out of a book.
The caption read, "I don't even recognize this girl anymore. Devoting your life to Jesus." The video quickly went viral and marked the beginning of a surge in speculation, rumors, and exaggerated narratives about their relationship. Online, audiences immediately began theorizing about cheating and internal conflict, with a flood of comments predicting divorce. One user even claimed, "A lil' birdie told me she wants a divorce." From there, rumors grew increasingly far-fetched. Claims surfaced that Hunter had filed for divorce after finding explicit direct messages, or that Len was pregnant by a teammate. Other posts alleged she was demanding $120 million in a divorce settlement, resulting in Hunter's alleged financial ruin. The internet rumor machine accelerated, producing content that ranged from believable to entirely fictional, all designed to fuel public curiosity and capitalize on viral attention. The shift from a once-admired love story to tabloid drama highlighted deeper issues within modern celebrity culture. This was a couple that had chosen to be open with their audience, regularly sharing moments of both struggle and celebration on their joint YouTube channel. But that transparency ultimately became a liability, exploited by digital creators chasing viral content and engagement numbers. Additional claims began to surface that Len changed her last name at the perfect time to secure a settlement, and that she ignored Hunter's attempt to kiss her at their wedding. That particular wedding kiss moment went viral, picked apart frame by viewers who interpreted her body language as further evidence of marital issues. Some individuals claimed that materials like text messages and a recorded phone call suggested Hunter may have hidden funds in offshore accounts and utilized shell companies. Around the same time, Facebook posts began to circulate alleging that Hunter had officially filed for divorce, even though no such announcement had actually been made. This trend illustrates how social media often functions like a digital game of telephone, where unverified rumors are repeated so frequently that they begin to resemble facts regardless of their validity. Platforms like Lipstick Alley became hubs for this type of speculation, with users offering theories on Len's intentions and questioning Hunter's awareness. Known for hosting unfiltered celebrity gossip, the forums were filled with extreme claims and assumptions, often lacking any concern for accuracy or the personal impact on those involved. A central topic of conversation was the absence of a prenuptial agreement. Reports that the Jaguars' rookie star hadn't asked his new wife to sign a prenup triggered widespread discussions about financial risk and the possibility of being taken advantage of. Financial commentators and casual observers alike debated the implications, often portraying it as either a misstep by Hunter or a strategic move by Len. In response to growing speculation, Len addressed the controversy directly. She clarified that the viral video in which she was seen crying was recorded in December 2024, before their wedding, and was related to her personal spiritual journey, not marital difficulties. Still, efforts to correct the public narrative seemed only to spark further speculation. In August 2025, the couple adopted an Abyssinian kitten named Uno and shared a lighthearted TikTok video of the moment, both appearing happy and relaxed. While some viewers interpreted this as a sincere sign of stability, others viewed it as a deliberate attempt at image management. Supporters of the couple took to social media with comments like, "Leave her alone," describing Len as genuine and the relationship as heartfelt. Public figures also voiced support. Angel Ree commented, "So proud of you," while Hunter's mother described the marriage as divinely guided. However, despite these messages of encouragement, the louder and more widespread reaction from the public remained critical and skeptical. The gold digger accusations have remained constant, centered around the absence of a prenuptial agreement, the couple's luxury home purchase, and what critics describe as excessive financial expectations. Online discussions have been filled with predictions of an impending divorce, with users suggesting she's planning her exit and questioning her intentions throughout the relationship. Some critics have gone further, labeling her with derogatory terms like terrible wag, unstable, and bad choice for a wife. Many believe the couple's young age, combined with the demands of public life, makes a lasting relationship unlikely. The emotional video only added to divorce speculation, with fans posting comments such as struggling and suffering. Despite Len's public explanation, there's a strong sense of irony in the situation. Travis Hunter, a young athlete who had accomplished nearly every goal imaginable, becoming the first player to win both the Bednarik and Biletnikoff awards, securing the Heisman Trophy, and being drafted second overall in the NFL, now found that his success had made him the subject of constant scrutiny, online narratives, and public judgment. While Travis Hunter's situation was unfolding through viral clips and internet commentary, another rising NFL player, Xavier Worthy, was facing a separate relationship controversy, one that would escalate dramatically, drawing legal consequences and national attention.
The Buffalo Bills have traded the 28th pick to the Kansas City Chiefs. With the 28th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the back-to-back Super Bowl champions Kansas City Chiefs select Xavier Worthy.
Xavier Worthy, a 21-year-old wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs and former standout from the University of Texas, became entangled in a high-profile personal controversy in early 2025. The timing was especially unfortunate. As Worthy prepared for Super Bowl likes, where the Chiefs were set to face the Philadelphia Eagles, his personal life was rapidly unraveling. His relationship with Tia Jones had the appearance of a classic modern NFL romance. The two met in late 2023 at a steakhouse in Austin, began dating in the spring of 2024, and got engaged in July 2024 following a beachside proposal. On the surface, their relationship looked ideal. an emerging NFL talent recently drafted by the reigning Super Bowl champions, paired with a track and field athlete known for her skills in hurdles. Both were young, driven, and appeared to be fully committed to one another.
So how did you guys meet? How did we end up here? Okay, so another funny story. He DM'd me before, but I didn't respond.
Just weeks later, the two crossed paths again at a restaurant.
He saw me like, I've been looking for you. Because when we talked about it down the line, he was like, he DM'd me before and I was kind of dry. And he was like, I was gonna try again. And he was like, coincidentally, we saw each other that day. And then he was just a gentleman. He asked me out on the...
Yet, like many high-profile relationships, the image presented to the public concealed a more troubling reality beneath. Worthy had purchased a $2 million home in Georgetown, Texas, reportedly at Jones's suggestion, though the property was solely in his name. This detail would later become significant in the legal proceedings that followed. Early signs of conflict began to emerge in the fall of 2024, when Jones would later describe a series of domestic violence incidents. According to court filings, Jones alleged that Worthy became physically aggressive during disputes, with accusations including pushing her to the ground after an argument, choking and slamming her on a bed during a confrontation over alleged infidelity on Christmas 2024, and grabbing her throat and shaking her during a Valentine's Day 2025 disagreement involving accusations of her own unfaithfulness. Worthy, however, denied all allegations, describing them as false claims aimed at damaging his public image and career. What sets Worthy's case apart is how technology and private investigation played a key role in uncovering details. While preparing for the Super Bowl, Worthy reportedly hired a private investigator due to growing doubts about Jones's behavior. This decision would both validate his concerns and ignite a chain of events with major consequences. On February 23, 2025, the investigator allegedly delivered video footage showing Jones involved with her personal trainer. Following this revelation, Worthy confronted Jones and, over the next 12 days, repeatedly asked her to leave the home they shared, even offering to cover the cost of an apartment. However, Jones declined to leave, escalating tensions between them. That tension culminated on March 7, 2025, when an argument reportedly broke out, sparked by Jones expressing that she felt neglected after a long training session. What happened next depends largely on which account you believe. According to Worthy, Jones damaged his game room, breaking a gaming desk and console, stole $30,000 in cash from a closet, took a handgun, scratched his face, and pulled out chunks of his hair. He contacted the police but chose not to press charges, reportedly aiming to handle the situation privately to avoid public scrutiny that could jeopardize his career and endorsements. Jones, on the other hand, provided a very different account. To law enforcement, she accused Worthy of physical abuse, stating he choked her, slammed her against walls, threw her to the ground, and restricted her breathing. She claimed she feared for her safety and reached out to a neighbor for help after Worthy allegedly took her phone, iPad, and laptop. Based on Jones's statement, Worthy was arrested and charged with a third-degree felony for assaulting a family or household member by impeding breathing or circulation. The news sent shockwaves through the NFL, as Worthy had just finished a successful rookie season and helped the Chiefs secure their third straight Super Bowl appearance. The charges threatened to derail his career before it had fully taken off. However, the case quickly evolved. On March 8th, the District Attorney of Williamson County, Sean Dick, announced the decision not to pursue charges, following further investigation and a third-party witness statement. The dismissal suggested the prosecution had serious concerns about the credibility of Jones's allegations. Despite this, on March 12th, Jones secured a temporary protective order against Worthy, submitting text messages, photos, recordings, and medical documents as supporting evidence. Worthy's legal team dismissed the restraining order as a media tactic and accused Jones of taking possessions from the home while Worthy was in custody. The conflict escalated when Worthy chose to take legal action. He filed a civil lawsuit against Jones for assault, battery, theft, defamation, and extortion, seeking between $250,000 and $1 million in damages. His complaint alleged that Jones had attempted to extort him by fabricating abuse claims and leaking information to the media in an effort to claim his home, money, vehicles, and other valuables. Worthy submitted photos documenting over $150,000 worth of damaged or stolen property, along with images of injuries, scratches, hair pulled out, and other physical evidence to support his side of the story.